Alright, so the aim is to walk over here, and I'm going to show you this abandoned high school football stadium. I'm in Boone, North Carolina, at what is the site of the old Watauga High School. Now this is walking past on the way to get to the football stadium. You can see like they've used this for a skate park or something, and I don't know how long this was the case after the school was moved. But as you can see, we've got some master graffiti artists that have gone to town on this, doing some amazing work. Now up above here appears to be the old baseball stadium. I don't know if I'll get up there or not, but we'll turn around here, and as you can see, here's the football field, the track. You can see the goalposts that remain are just laid here by the edge of the stadium. We'll continue our walk and see what happens. You can see they use this for their track. This, I imagine, would have been where they've done high jump and other events. And then on the other side, you can see where they did the shot put and all the other things. But we'll get closer to that as we go. Yeah, that's probably not safe to step in. Here we are walking on to, well, since the press box is here, I would imagine this is the home side. And the other side appears to be the visitor stands. Strangely enough, the visitor stands seems like they would hold more people. Aluminum bleachers. I mean, they're basically reminiscent of construction of high school stadiums in the late 90s, early 2000s. Here we are walking by the press box, the starter stand. God bless graffiti writers, huh? It's just looking in there. Pleasant bunch of writing. I would say I could get in, but the door is jammed shut. So there will be no getting into the press box. But you can see where all the wires have been stripped out. So I imagine this place has been raided by, you know, the usual people, copper thieves and whatnot. This would be the practice field. But just to show you why you can't get in the door, look what they've done to every single door here. They've been attempted, they've been forced, they've been bent, warped. Yeah, there's no entry, and that's by design. I think some people have used that to climb up into the spotter stand. Yeah, we'll move that. And here's the other entry spot. Although this door works. As you can see, a little bit of party after dark. You know, just people doing their thing that they do whenever something's abandoned. Yeah, the press box people would have had a great view of the field. Let's get out of here and go down toward field level. One more shot of the press box from the outside. Yeah, they've had their way with it. You can see some of the insulation, some of the glass is falling out here. Some of it's below my feet. It's crazy how some people act. But it is a college town. I wonder who the graffiti artist supported in the last election. Alright, so at this point we're walking around the track. I don't know why I'm just not walking straight across on the field. The way this thing has looked so far, there might be bear traps on the field. No, I'll do that in just a minute. Actually, I did this to get close to the scoreboard and to see what might be on the other side of this fence. Truthfully, on the other side of this fence, there's a bunch of nothing. Looks like that was used to support the stadium. There's some fencing that's gone down there. Basically, it's just an empty field. You can't see the road that's ahead down there. But now let's go to the stadium scoreboard. Not going to light up because the wires have been stolen. There's the home side, the Pioneers. And then the Pioneers guest who would ever be in their conference at that time. Watauga has usually been a 4A school, though sometimes they're 3A depending on how the state of North Carolina decides to do it. And their scoreboard was sponsored by Pepsi, Holly, O'Billy, and Squirt. But you can see below here, we've got the classic red track that you would see in more of an Olympic type stadium event. So I think the idea to build a high school and move this location, which they did in the last decade, was not really expected ahead of time. So here we are at the start where they would start the 110-meter hurdles or the 100-meter dash. You can see it would go straight ahead down to the main side here, but you can see the difference. Red clay starting line, asphalt finish. So here we are at what I would assume to be the visitor stands. Since it's opposite of the press box, but the way this school looks as far as parking and all, this may have been the homestand. There's more size to it. Obviously the concrete construction, they wanted more people here, and apologize if I'm not using words like I typically use words, but yeah, it looks like this would have been the larger side to sit on, which typically you would reserve for yourself. But the other thing that makes me think that the other side might be the visitor stand is the fact that you make them walk. Because that was a pretty long walk from graffiti heaven over there to that stand. Looks like here there's been some seating that might have been put here, some raised bleacher portions. So honestly, it looks like this was made to be more comfortable, have seating along the front, and then sitting on the back. So I would say that yes, this was the homestand after researching this more fully. Alright, so here we are on the field, walking over tree limbs of all things. I would say, I can't remember when Watauga moved over to the new stadium. I will put that in comments in the video description. But I would say that this place has definitely not been cared for in at least 10 years. But here I am about midfield at Cousins. I went to school here. Of course, the school I graduated from would play these guys almost every year. But I never got to see a game here because when I went to school, they borrowed Kid Brewer Stadium for their home games, played where Appalachian plays. I'm going to go to one more thing. We're going to check out these old goalposts. Sorry. Alright, so walking up to the goalpost, you can see they've just been left here to sit. Let the paint fade, deteriorate, rust, and do whatever it is the goalposts do. But I could probably make a field goal at this distance. Why the tires are here, no man knows. Seen several golf balls, a couple of softballs, and some oversized tennis balls all around here, but I'm going to wrap this up. Again, this is the Watauga High School old football stadium. In the comments and description, I will put the actual name of the stadium because I can't place it right now, but it is in Boone, North Carolina. Again, the property is now owned by Appalachian State University, so they'll be cleaning this up before too long, and you'll see something new on this site. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.